my bowl of ramen, and if you order most of the other bowls of noodles and the different levels of spicy, they give you your ramen in a white bowl. But if you order the devil level, they give it to you in a special black bowl. And this is, it not only looks dangerously spicy, but it's beautiful. They just have like giant chunks of chashu in there. There's egg, there's corn, there's green onions, and the spice is literally like just caked up on top of it. You can see that freshly ground Sichuan pepper there. You can see the fresh chili powder. Oh wow, it's just like thick with spice. I gotta just taste that broth first. Look at that, that just looks like solid lava. Oh.
3 levels of flavor: original, moderate, and rich. And of course, we're gonna go for the rich flavor. That is a miso broth. And then there's 3 different seasoning styles you can get. You can get shrimp and miso, shrimp and salt, or shrimp and soy sauce. And we are gonna get shrimp and miso. Oh, and look, we just added in miso. So we got shrimp sauce and miso. Oh, and you can just see this whole noodle bar is rocking. And we got the noodles boiling in the back. Oh, this is one of the noodles of the world right here. It's getting so creamy, and you can really smell the shrimp as soon as you walk in. Oh yeah, and you can see we're just gonna scoop that broth into our bowls. We're adding on the chashu pork, and then we're gonna also add some dried shrimp paste, green onions, oh, and of course a half-boiled egg. Arigato gozaimasu! Oh, that is incredibly rich and creamy with the shrimp, shrimp miso stock. And then we've got dried shrimp, we've got green onions, there's a big fatty slice of chashu pork, a half-boiled egg. Okay, and there's also these toppings here that you can add to your bowl. Check this out, guys. We've got a beautiful shrimp oil. We have pepper, literally ramen pepper. We've got garlic and then chili powder. And one of the best things is when you put the egg in and you let the egg yolk melt into the broth. Oh, that is insane. Oh, it's so hot. Wow. Looks good. Yeah. And people are so friendly here in Sapporo. This is total noodle delight. Let's try it out. Mmm. Mmm. Whoa. Oishi. It's a perfectly seasoned shrimp broth with total miso goodness. Oh, only here in Sapporo can you get a real miso ramen. And this is with shrimp. Wow. That is some of the most flavorful ramen I've tasted, and this is just the beginning of our noodle journey through Japan and all the way to Italy. Wow. And look at that egg yolk. It's totally just becoming like molten lava, gooey and totally full of satisfaction. Oh, let's try that out. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Oishi. Very oishi. Bye-bye.
And there's the man himself. Arigatou gozaimasu. So pretty. Well, thank you. Tell me this is not the most beautiful set of ramen you have ever seen in your life.
That's good.
Itadakimasu. There's 2 different types of chashu. One, circular, fatty on the outside, lean in the middle. This looks like the circle of life right here. The other type is more lean bacon. And the third type, oh my gosh, interesting. This is a really rare piece of pork. Tomato egg, and then a couple more chunks of roasted pork as well. So 1, 2, 3 different types of pork for this bowl. The broth itself looks thick. Seaweed, fish cake, onions, scallions. Oh, this is a rich looking broth. Oh my gosh. Bamboo, looks like on the inside. Really, really thick. The prize is the noodles. I mean, these are just the most beautiful ramen noodles I've ever seen in my life. I mean, if there's ever a ramen beauty pageant, this thing will win Miss Ramen Universe. Smooth, perfect ramen. And this is chuka soba, so it's made with wheat. Oh my gosh. Look at this. The broth is so thick, it's covering every single surface area of these noodles. And these noodles are pretty wide, pretty straight. First taste. And satisfying. This is a pure euphoric experience right now. And the chashu. That might be the best piece of chashu I've ever had in a ramen restaurant, ever. That thing completely melts in your mouth. The smoky flavor is incredible. Outside, so incredibly fatty. The inside, chewy and porky. Everything is so tender. It goes perfectly with the chewy noodle texture. This I never had before. Oh, that is smoky. Make sure you get the extra order of meat when you come here. That tastes so clean and fatty and juicy. Everything that's good about pork was that piece of meat right there. This is the more lean piece of pork meat. That pig just bum rushed me with flavor. This is the smokiest piece of meat on this plate. Every single bite, everything complements the noodle and the broth right here. The lean pork. I cannot stress enough how flavorful and smoky every single piece of meat is. It's like the pigs themselves flew up to hog heaven and then flew back into your mouth. Everything is just playing supporting role to the best noodle broth combination ever. If the eggs here don't pull a Ichiran, this will be by far the best ramen place I've ever had in my life. There it is. I recognize that eggy sunset anywhere. Eat that with some of the noodles. I've never been more happy to be alive and eating than at this exact moment. No songs I can sing, no poetry I can write can begin even to describe or do justice to